Are you interested in Deep Rock Galactic? Maybe you've just started but haven't figured out all of the basics yet. I'm your Benefactor, and here are 10 basic tips to help you become a successful DRG employee. Now, there are many mechanics and features that can be easy to miss, so let's start with a little something that can make all of your missions better. Sometimes. Tip number 1. Check today's special drink. Before your mission begins, check with Lloyd over at the Abyss Bar for a daily special. They give you a temporary boost for one mission at a time, but they can really make your life easier. There are 8 of them in total, each with a unique effect. For example, Pots of Gold increases the amount of gold you mine, but only with your pickaxe. Rocky Mountain reduces the number of hits you need to dig through terrain, which can make exploring feel much faster. And Red Rock Blaster increases your max health. Tip number 2. Collect everything you see early. If you are like me, your instinct will be to collect everything in sight that you can. And in a DRG, that's a good thing. Collect all the gold resources you see during the early game, because once you start promoting each class, upgrading them gets expensive quickly. Not to mention how some of the matrix cores you can unlock seem like they want to take all of your life savings. That said, this cost can be mitigated by tip number 3. Check the daily deal. Not only can you sell unneeded resources and buy what you're missing for an absurd price, but you can get a decent deal once per day by selling or buying a resource. While it does cost a lot of gold early on to buy the minerals you need, sometimes I like an upgrade so much that I can't help myself. Just like how if you like the video so far, you may not be able to resist clicking that like button, subscribing, and you might even hit the bell to get notifications. That might have been a bit much. On a side note, let me know in the comments if there's something you're interested in. Have another game you're curious about? Maybe you've got an experience to share from when you first tried DRG. I'd love to hear about your ideas and experiences. Anyway, tip number 4. Any class can complete any of the promotion assignments. What does that mean and why does it matter? It means that once you finally get a class to level 25, say for the Gunner, and unlock its promotion assignment, you can swap to Driller to complete it. You don't gain experience for classes that are at level 25, so this is a really small optimization for progression if you're interested in playing more than one class. In a way, 2 classes can gain progress at the same time. Isn't that nice? Tip number 5. Get to the end of the perk tree. You have a limited number of perk slots available to you at the start, but you can unlock the rest by upgrading through the perk tree. See these little arrows? That's how many perks you need to unlock to get to the next tier. The first perk slot unlock is in the 4th tier, and the second is in the last one. Then you can enjoy all the buffs you desire. Bonus tip! You can unlock your second active perk by reaching level 25 in a class and promoting once. Tip number 6. Don't underestimate mission modifiers. Both the warnings and the anomalies. What do I mean by underestimate? Well, positively speaking, sometimes there are combinations that can be beneficial. For example, if you get the Golden Bugs anomaly paired with the Swarmageddon warning, you will be drowning in gold. On the other hand, you can have 2 warnings at the same time. Imagine a scenario where you need to deal with both low oxygen and the haunted cave warning, an unkillable monster that's chasing you while you frequently need to stop just to catch your breath, literally. That'd be lovely. Tip number 7. Get to 80 Nitra early. Especially when you start challenging the harder difficulties, ammo becomes one of your most valuable resources. Finding 80 Nitra so you can call down a resupply pod when you need it is invaluable. Each resupply pod heals you for 50% of your total health and ammo, so it can come in handy if you find yourself unable to find red sugar. Tip number 8. Get used to using your map. Holding open the map allows you to find many objects you might be looking for. I find it especially helpful for locating eggs or looking where I need to dig to get through soft dirt. It's got more utility than that though. A simple press of the spacebar will rotate your character to face wherever you're aiming on the map. Want to drill from one cavern to the next? Enjoy, drillers. Tip number 9. Check the walls for resources. Several of the minerals required to complete upgrades or quirks for point extraction missions have small mineral fragments sticking out of the rocks to indicate that there's a chunk of that mineral hiding there. This leads us to bonus tip number 2. Look for the glowing spots. This indicates where the mineral is located, usually. So you won't need to dig all around hunting for it as long. Or Just bring a driller. Tip number 10. Remember to use Bosco when you're solo. I can't tell you the number of problems our lovable drone solves. Hidden mineral chunks? Send Bosco. Nitro way up high? Send Bosco. Too lazy to finish building your own pipeline? Send Bosco. He can res you when you're down, mines whatever you want, he'll carry your new Plaguefall equipment, shoot down enemies, or blast them with missiles. Honestly, I cannot stress how valuable he is. I love this game and the intricacies involved. There are so many more things to talk about with Deep Rock Galactic, so if you'd like to know more about it, check out these videos if you'd like to learn more. I'm your Benefactor, and I pray you have a wonderful day.